Morning, everyone. It's fun around. My name is Jordan. I got my my coffee with me. Last night, WNBA was not so great, even with a huge 5 game slate. I saw a lot of things that weren't happening. Just do the opposite. So it was just a tough one for the research community. It was really just kind of a just pick something random. We're still early in the year where we have, just 4 or 5 games to go off of. So it's kind of just up and down. These players aren't consistently hitting their lines. So like if you went with Natasha Cloud, who had been great for the beginning of the year, she was awful. And then it's a tough time. But this game tonight is one that I talked about before. And let me take a sip. This coffee's really good. Two teams played each other just a couple of days ago, and the pace for both of these teams are some of the fastest in the league, and both of these teams give up the most points to each other. Like in the league, they give up the most points and they give up the most assists. So we had a really high scoring game. Unfortunately for this one, Paige Beckers will be out due to concussion protocol. So we'll have to work with that. That could change up the pace for Dallas. We will see. It's going to give Arike Agumbal a lot of opportunities. Even in this matchup last time around, she took 25 shots, and I'm just worried if I take her over, she's just going to shoot horribly, just the way things have been going. But I have a few plays, and I'm going to put a parlay together. I'm going to do two. I have a 2 leg parlay, and then you can add a third leg if you want to. Just because some of this stuff, these ladies are getting close, and then they're just not getting all the way to the line. I want to say the images you see up on the screen, those are from a data app called Outlier. There'll be a link in the description for a 7-day free trial for Outlier. And this first player that I like is going to be Courtney Vandersloot of the Chicago Sky. I do like her original prop, so I'm going to put that up here at 6.5 assists on the over. It's at plus 100. You'll see just the past 2 games, she has, skyrocketed over this, no pun intended. She got 11 and 9 assists. These have been the 2 most competitive games that the Sky have had. So brand new team for her, and she's just trying to figure out her teammates, where they're going to be, all that stuff. And you see the beginning of the year, it was just really tough for her. And Courtney Vandersloot, if you didn't know, she's pretty much like a pure passer. She has been scoring very well if you want to take a look at points plus assist. But she's really just a pure passer, and just dishes it out all over the place. And that has really helped them to compete the past 2 games and even win the last game. For the parlay on Fanduel, I can only select in like 2 intervals. So I'm going to knock this down just to 6 assists. So Courtney Vandersloot, 6 assists. I'm going to add on Camila Cardoso for 10 plus points. You'll see here she has started to rise as well. And I wanted to just, while I'm on Camila Cardoso, just show off a couple of autograph cards I got of her. 2 different ones, pretty cool looking. I think offensively, she's better than Angel Reese. Just percentage wise, she's 6'7". She's much bigger, and she's just more efficient. So I'm going to show you her shooting numbers here. And you'll see the beginning of the year, she was struggling, and then something clicked, and it probably has to do with someone like Courtney Vandersloot, a point guard, being able to set her up. I checked that last game. 3 assists, 3 of those 9 assists were to Camila Cardoso. So Vandersloot's, spreading it all around, but a third of them were to Camila Cardoso. And her not only did her volume go up, but her shooting percentage went up from those first 2 games. And she's 6'7", so she's just getting easy layups, easy shots. And I feel like if the Sky focus more on getting her shots and not Angel Reese, then they're going to be a lot more competitive. Just the percentages speak for themselves. So I'm putting her for 10 plus points here. That brings you to minus 104, so about even money for these two plays. And before I get into this last leg, if you guys could, please like the video. If you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. If you have a little bit of extra time, could you leave a comment for the algorithm? And I want to shout out the app Novig. Novig is a social sports book. You can bet spreads, you can bet money lines, you can bet player props, you can straight bet them, all that stuff in all the states that you see on the screen. So you make an account, they give you $5 free. Use promo code FINDAROUND11, all caps. They give you 50% off up to $25. So if you get $50, they give you $25 free. So check out Novig if you're into single betting, and you can't do that in your state, and you can still parlay and do all that stuff. And they usually have some pretty good odds compared to the sports books. So this last leg on the other side of things, I know everyone's going to be on Arike Agumbal, and for good reason. I do not hate Arike Agumbal. Her points is at 21.5 where it came out at. She's going to get a ton of shots up. I have a feeling she's going to be passing the ball well like she did in the last game. Her assist did go up a little bit. I think she is primed for another great game, or at least a lot of volume. So and the best matchup she can possibly have. But the player that I like to add on to this, it's going to be Djane Carrington for 10 plus points. She had a great game last game, and her points line didn't go up as much. So she had 15 versus Chicago, and I want you to take a look at her minutes. So I'm going to put that on the screen. 37 minutes in that last game versus Sky. So just out of nowhere, boom, 37 minutes. And you see the rest of the season hasn't really been consistent. It's been up and down. And now you have Paige Beckers, who's going to be out. So they're going to need extra minutes for a guard. And I can see, Djane Carrington having another big minutes game. So she is a good scorer, and it's really going to be her and Arike taking up most of the shots. They're the only ones that you can really bet on right now for Dallas. So I wouldn't go with Djane for like assist or anything like that. She's not going to pass the ball. Arike is probably the only one who's going to be dishing the ball around, and she's not even that like natural of a passer. Adding this gives you the third leg for plus 171. So you could go for just a 2-leg for minus 104, or a 3-leg parlay for plus 171, or you could do both. I do really like this matchup overall, just for points and everything. I was thinking about just not making a video because these lines were not out. I was up until 1:30 in the morning editing baseball videos and NBA videos and all that. And the lines weren't out for this, so I was just like, okay, I'll just go to sleep and just let it ride. But after yesterday and seeing this matchup again, I was like, okay, I got to put something out there because this is really, really good matchup. Should be one for the overs, hopefully. If you'd like to discuss lines further, I have a Discord. Link is in the description. You can hop on in there, talk about NBA, talk about WNBA, all that good stuff. That is completely free. And then the part that I don't want to talk about, but always do, is the recap of yesterday. So first play was Kelsey Mitchell for 20 plus points. The read was Caitlin Clark was out. She, if you don't know, she fed families last year with her scoring. She's a good scorer just by herself. She didn't need Caitlin Clark to set her up or anything. So that was the read. She can still do what she does with Caitlin Clark out, and she shot horribly. So, and then I had Ryan Howard for under points. So she had a tough matchup, and the past 3 games she had 3 very, very easy matchups, and she went under in all of them, shot 25% from the field, and was just bad. So I was thinking, all right, tougher matchup than before. Gonna go with the under here on her, because I want to take more unders. And she just went crazy. She took almost 30 shots, dropped 30 points, because I know she's capable of doing it. She was Rookie of the Year a couple years ago. She's good. She's very good, but she's a high volume shooter, and she can have those nights where she shoots 25%, and that's what was happening more often than not. Next one, Gabby Williams for assists. She was dishing it all over the place. And I had also, I like points plus assist. Should have just left points plus assist there and not assist alone. The points plus assist was the one to go for and hit. She was not dishing it much. I think she ended with like 1 assist. And she just needed 4, but she had been crushing it. So that didn't happen. And then Elena Smith, I felt really good about this read. Her line's normally 5.5. It was at 4.5. And the Fisa Collier was questionable. And I was thinking, okay, if there's an off chance that she's ruled out, this is going to be a steal where it's at. And she was ruled out, and it did become a steal. It dropped down to like minus 350, minus 400 before the game started. And so you would have got a really nice deal. And she just wasn't rebounding. And she ended up hooking on the good deal lines. So hopefully the longer we go into the season, the more we can spot some trends. Right now, with just 5 games played for each team, it's just all over the place. And if you take a player who's 100% hit rate, well, there's not any of those anymore. If you take a player who's like 80% hit rate, it's tough. Like Natasha Cloud, like she just didn't show up. So not a great day, but hopefully this game with the pace and the points given up will do very well. So drink some coffee and let's try to have a good night here. So it's Final Round. My name is Jordan. God bless you. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.